Hi guys, Lucy aka the Watchbox Diaries here with another video for you. Now, a couple videos back, I said that I thought the Hamilton Khaki Field was the perfect all-rounder first watch. And I stand by that. I think it's fantastic and I think a lot of you agreed too. But what if you want to go a little bit upmarket? You want a little bit more luxury. Now we could go in a couple of different directions here. We could go the Rolex Oyster Perpetual. Great all-rounder watch, very, very solid. Little bit on the pricey side though, and unobtainable. You just can't get your hands on them anymore, which is ridiculous. We could go Tudor BlackBay 58. Now, a little less expensive, but still kind of up there in terms of pricing. And it has pretty tally aesthetics going on. So where does that leave us? I've got the answer for you. And it's this review, obviously. Now you've probably seen from my thumbnail of this video and the title of this video that my suggestion into this option would be the Longines Spirit 37mm. Why, you ask? Well, let me tell you. Come on. Colour option wise, it comes in 3 different colours. So you have a lovely champagne coloured dial, you have a nice black dial, and you have this beautiful, beautiful blue dial, which is my favourite. They've done it really well. It's a really nice sunburst shade. It comes with 100 metres of water resistance. It has an in-house automatic movement, and bonus points for me is that it features on both the women's and the men's categories on their website as well. So a unisex watch. Price-wise, if you want it on the bracelet, it is £2,250. If you want it on the strap because you're not a bracelet fan, that's totally cool. It comes in at £2,050. Sizing wise, the clue is kind of in the name. It is a 37mm watch. It does come in a larger size and originally came in a larger size if that is your preference, if you've got a bigger wrist. But Longines are renowned for having large, long lugs. So the 37mm, because of those longer lugs, does wear a little bit bigger, but not ridiculously so, I don't think. Proud member of the AEB risk committee, and I would happily wear this watch. I think it sits really nicely on my wrist. Thickness is 11.7mm, which is not the thinnest, but it's also not the biggest. So it sits, again, it sits really nicely on that wrist, as you can see here. Now, I do think the Longines brand is kind of overlooked and maybe slightly overshadowed by a few other companies in the industry. They have so much heritage. I think they've been around since like the 1830s. So they've been going for a long time and they're pretty well established. If you check out their ranges, there's pretty much something for everyone at, I would say, a reasonable price for the majority of their options. They have smaller watches, bigger watches, pilot watches, dressy watches, moon phases and complications, and simple dials, and whatever colour you would like really within a watch. And also, you can go into a shop and buy them. Just like one of the biggest ticks. Looking a little bit closer at the watch itself and the details that I really like, I'm enjoying the depth of the dial provided by the applied numerals and indices, and the added detail of those little diamond cutouts or diamond looking cutouts around the dial. I think they make it interesting without being distracting on the dial. On the case, you also have a lot of polishing and also brushed steel. So again, it gives a little bit more contrast, but without it being over the top. So I did mention the BlackBay as an option within a almost similar price range, but I do think it has more of a tally aesthetic. This, however, I think is so versatile. So this watch you can wear with this kind of outfit, you can wear it with this kind of outfit, and you can even wear it with this kind of outfit. And it literally just matches and works with all different occasions. So very versatile. Now, I don't actually have that many gripes with this watch, if I'm being honest. A couple of you have pointed out your dislike for the 5 stars on the dial. I think my favourite comment from one of you is it sounds or looks like they're giving themselves an Uber rating, which I see it. I don't I don't hate it, I don't mind it. I would give them 5 stars as well for this piece. But yeah, I can see how that could be a problem. My wrist doesn't fluctuate that much in terms of temperatures, but I know it is a problem for a couple of you guys out there. This does have a micro adjust, it's just not on the fly, so you kind of need to maybe look at the weather forecast or just the weather, or think about what you're going to be doing when you're wearing this watch as to where you set the adjustment to, or you take a little tool out with you and hope you don't drink too much to scratch the watch. Now the only other issue that I have, and it could possibly just be this specific watch, but it has a quick release bracelet. It's great. There's some little buttons on the side, on the back, and one of them comes off so clean, so nicely and so easily. It's fantastic, super easy to use. The other one of the spring bars doesn't fully retract in, so it's a bit of a pain to try and get off, and I don't want to scratch this watch because obviously it's not mine, but yeah, maybe it's just with this particular watch. I don't know whether you want to, anyone out there has this watch and has the same problem, or whether it is just this particular watch, but that's a gripe for me. And that is it from me, people. Thank you very much for tuning in, as always. Now, what do you think? Did I make a good case for this watch? Do you like this watch? Are you going to go out and have a look for it? I think you should. You should definitely at least go and try it on. Let me know in the comments down below what you think. If you can help a girl out and make sure you have liked and subscribed to the channel, that would be awesome. And if you want to be notified of my future horological ramblings, then make sure you turn on that little bell and YouTube will do its thing. But until then, see you later.